Everyone, it's Zahara Stars with Astrology, talking about planet transits. And this series, I'm going to be talking about Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet that everybody loves. We all know that Jupiter is the planet of abundance, luck, fortune, and good stuff. So we always love to hear about Jupiter transits. However, Jupiter does have a negative side, and I'll get into that while I cover Jupiter's transit through the houses through this series. And I'm beginning with Jupiter transiting through the first house. So what does it mean when Jupiter is transiting your first house? Well, it means that you're about to go in for a very lucky time in your life, okay? The first house is of your physical body and your personality, okay? So Jupiter likes to expand whatever it touches, whichever house it goes into. And Jupiter is the planet of expansion. Also luck and fortune, faith, belief, all these really positive energies that come along with Jupiter. Jupiter's transit lasts approximately 1 year between direct and retrograde motion, depending upon the size of your house. However, it's typically about a year. So it's 1 year of this energy that's coming into the house of you and your personality and your physical body and who you are. And as a result of Jupiter's influence, you are feeling a lot more optimistic and confident, okay? And as a result of you feeling a lot more optimistic and confident, you are attracting all this luck into your life. One of the things that we have to keep in mind is that the planets are influencing us on a subconscious level. So what I mean by that is after it comes out of the 12th house, when we uncover all of the hidden dynamics of ourselves in the subconscious mind, and it's a little dreamy and I'll get into that more. Suddenly the influence comes in on your physical being, your physical body, your personality. So you just suddenly start to feel a lot more optimistic. You start to feel positive, and you come across a lot more positive. And people start going, wow, you're like a lot more positive. And as a result of you being more positive and more confident in yourself, you start attracting good situations and luck. And it's important to keep that in mind, because you can always have a Jupiter transit if you want to. It's mind over matter, and it's really about you really just being optimistic even in your low times, okay? However, if you don't have the power or the will to do it, Jupiter will do it for you. Jupiter will absolutely do it for you. So when it hits your first house, you start to feel a lot more confident. You feel a lot more lucky. You start to feel more social. And sometimes people can, feel a little indulgent, because Jupiter is about, hey, give her, him, whatever they want. Just give them what they want. So you can feel indulgent in terms of, food with your physical body. Can gain weight, okay, as a result. Some people lose weight. Some people want to start working out, and they start working out and getting in really good shape. They have the desire and the optimism to do so. So you feel more confident, you attract lucky situations to you. So you'll find out that it actually affects, when it's transiting your first house, it is actually squaring your 10th house of career, your 4th house of home, and opposing your 7th house of relationships. So all of these areas are affected by Jupiter's luck. So typically you can find a love partner, you get a new job, you can get an increase, a pay increase, you can move to a new home, you can have good times with your family, you can have success in your career. It's one of the best places for Jupiter to transit. Now, of course, it matters what aspects it's making to other planets in your chart. However, overall, for 1 year, you're going to be feeling a lot more positive, a lot more optimistic, a lot more confident, and you're going to have a lot of lucky situations follow you as a result, including new job opportunities, new relationships, a new place, a new bigger home. Just luck is just around you everywhere you go. Luck is in your first house of you. So you are lucky for an entire year. So thank you so much for joining me for this Jupiter transiting the first house. And I'm going to be doing Jupiter transiting the second house. I'm sorry, you guys, Mars is retrograde right now, and Mercury is in the shadow. And I got Mercury transiting my 12th right now. So I'm a little bit tied for words, and but at the same time, I understand deeper what I'm trying to say. So, even though that doesn't really do much for you guys. Anyway, I hope you found this helpful. Do check my Jupiter transiting the second house next.